The penultimate stop on this year's ITU World Triathlon Series took in Edmonton, Canada. 45 elite women lined up in chilly conditions for the sprint distance race. The lake in Howrah Park was the venue for the 750-metre wetsuit swim. No surprise that Great Britain's Jessica Learmonth was among the early pace setters in the water, but there was a big USA presence as 5 of their athletes exited in the top 10. Flora Duffy was also amongst the leaders at this early stage. The Bermudan is enjoying her best season so far, and after a second place finish here last year, knew what it took to be successful on this course. The lead group, which also included America's Sarah True, was soon working hard to build up an advantage over the 20-kilometre bike in the first race since the Olympic Games. True had failed to finish in Rio after an injury saw her lapped out on the bike, but she was looking back to her best. The USA's Taylor Spivey was also going well, proving a useful ally to True, as was Kirsten Kasper. Another American, Summer Cook, who suffered from hypothermia last year, was taking no chances, as she also played her part in the lead group. The big chase group were now over 30 seconds behind, and included pre-race favourites from Great Britain, Vicky Holland, Non Stanford and Jodie Stimpson. As they headed towards T2, it was Duffy that led them in, making sure not to incur a penalty. The Bermudan suffered a slow transition though, and it was Kasper that got away with Spivey and True not too far behind. True, Duffy and Kasper ran as a trio for one of the 3 laps, but then the Americans began to up the pace and pulled away from the rest of the field. But it was Cook that was running the fastest pace of all. She passed Katie Zafiras, then Duffy, and only had True left in front of her. And in the final 500 metres, she managed to breeze past her compatriot to take the lead. Those two would contest the gold and silver, but Zafiras found a burst of energy and passed Duffy into third. Cook showed great mental strength after the events of last year to take her first win and her first podium in a WTS race. True just ran out of steam at the end and had to settle for second, while Zafiras came across the line in third to make it a clean sweep for the Americans for the 3rd time in history as the trio celebrated. Duffy just missed out on the podium but retained her position at the top of the Columbia Threadneedle rankings. Cook the winner, True second, Zafiras third on a good day for the Stars and Stripes in Canada.
I actually came in today wanting to finish in the top 10. I was working really hard on the bike to stay with the group. So to be able to come off of that and have a strong run was surprising to me.
I felt fairly comfortable. I started to tighten up a little bit towards the end and just tried to get through as well as I could. I'm glad I made it through probably 3.5K before I was really starting to feel some of the body issues I've been having the past couple of weeks. So hey, I'll take it.
I mean, it's pretty sweet. Like, this is my 3rd All-American podium I've been on in the past 2 years, which is just, I don't know, it's just neat. And for Summer to be a part of it now too it's really cool. It's just amazing how the USA is growing and for women.